T-Pain explains why he sold his music catalog last year for a reported $100 million during his Twitch stream on July 25th, saying streaming caused the value of artists' music to keep dropping without their consent. Let's check this out.
Let me tell you something. In 2015, streaming started. When streaming started, nobody told us or nobody came to any artist and said, hey, we're about to put your shit on streaming platforms. How much do you want your music to cost? Suddenly, out of nowhere and without anybody's consent, all of our music went from $1 a song to 0.003 cents per play. Nobody asked us shit. Now imagine that gets lower and lower as life goes on. My catalog is worth less and less and less and less without any kind of consent from me, without anybody asking me if that's what I want to charge for my music. You think I want to leave that to my kids? Out of all this shit that I've told y'all that have happened to me in this fucking industry, you think I'm gonna leave my kids' life and their future in the hands of the music industry? You got me fucked up. I got to figure something out. I'm not leaving my kids' future in the hands of the music industry at fucking all. I know exactly what I want. I know exactly how much I want right now. I know exactly what I would need to live out the rest of my life. And if I get that and I'm satisfied with that and I'm content, I'm not looking for more. Let me tell you something.
I'm going to be honest with you. You know, this is a double-headed sword. Let's speak about it. Now, you know, if you asking me, I would always bet on the music business. You know, you get to a point where you can own all your masters. It takes some time, but you get to a point where you can indeed own all your masters. You know, T-Pain has some very popular songs that could be, you know, placed in many places. NBA games, video games, you know, sports in general, you know, commercials, like advertisements. He has music that could definitely do well for as long as the foreseeable future exists. Now, he also made a valid point. When music was being distributed via albums and you were dropping at minimum 13 songs, it was at one time where, you know, like he said, every song was worth $1 and change. And when it came to an album, after around song, I think 13 on the album, that was like quote unquote free music because you weren't getting technically paid for those songs, if you kind of see what I'm saying as far as the dollar value goes. This is the point. When streaming did come around, it did drastically change the value of a song's worth. Now, T-Pain has also had money issues. That has to be said. T-Pain at one time went broke. Okay? Now, he did make a deal to make 100 M's, but if you're asking me, I would probably bet on the music industry. Now, if T-Pain knows an investment, he can, you know, here's the thing. He got 100 M's, but did you get 100 M's to invest into something to, you know, to try to get something moving, like some kind of real different type of businesses, which I'm sure he got businesses, but some real overly type of motion? Or did you do it just to live great for the rest of your life? And, you know, that's still dope, but you don't create generational wealth. After your kids, maybe at max their kids, all this money is gone. Facts. Because, you know, you're just going to squander it if it's not reinvested properly. Mind you, I'm speaking about squandering money. The nigga is on his own private jet right here. So he might be on that route back to the, I don't know. But it's a double-edged sword. Again, I could understand you selling your music, because here's the other part. You can always create more music, right? You sold this catalog, you can make more music and still leave your kids some part of the music as far as, you know, something that'll be able to continue to generate revenue endlessly. Okay? Shout out to T-Pain. Shout out to the Tallahassee hero.